I draw myself every day and haven't missed a day since March of '95. All right, so I'm Bryan Saunders, and I'm from Washington, D.C., but I've lived in Tennessee forever, so I went to college here for drawing. I used to tell people, they say, how did you start? And I said, oh, well, one day I got this brand new sketchbook at the bookstore at ETSU, and on the very first page, I did my self-portrait. And then I thought, oh, I should do this every day for the rest of my life. But in reality, that's not how it happened. All these ideas just kind of kept merging together until then I just started drawing myself every day. And in my art journal, on March 30th of '95, I say, oh, I drew myself today. I'm drawing myself every day for the rest of my life or something. It was not a big deal at all, because it was just like this natural progression of like this fusion. It was a fusion of a bunch of different ideas. And then like, I don't even mention it again for like a week or 2 weeks or a month or something. And then I'm like, I'm still drawing myself every day like that. So, but then over time it got more and more important, and the meanings of it changed over time. It's had like 7 or 8 different meanings, and then the last meaning of the last 2 years or so was like, wow, it's just all these different tools. Drawing is like a whole bunch of different tools, and I just try to use them however I need to. The reason why I keep these books turned around like this is because it's like a way of looking at my life. It's like a way of viewing it externally, so I can say like, oh, this is 2000 when I stuck this fork in the electric socket. Oh, here's where this one's in a bag because I went to a farm in California and watched cows get slaughtered. It's got blood and shit in it and stinks real bad. I can just kind of like overview, see my life happening as I go on. These first 7 books were all black and white. Then by the 8th book, I started using color. And then by the time I got to here in '98, this is '95, by the time I got to here in '98, that's when I started doing sensory experiments. That's day 1. And I felt weird inside. I was feeling just a little bit bored, so I went outside. I was like walking around downtown, and I knew I had a vow of silence, so I wasn't saying anything. And I felt kind of nice about it. I felt kind of happy about it. And then this is one of the first times I ever split my face up into different perspectives. So this is like, I drew this half when I was in public, and this half was in private. And then like I had company, and I was having to write, they were asking me stuff, and I was having to write everything down. And then I kind of felt like I was getting trapped in it. I was getting trapped in there, stuck inside, like trapped inside myself, not being able to. Ooh, I woke up crying. I forgot about that. Day 4. Day 4, woke up crying. Oh, someone jumped off my building. I forgot about that. They used to let people on the roof downtown. If somebody jumped up, my window is there, they jumped off. I didn't see them. I just found out after they was splattered like a bomb. First, I got a sleep mask. Then I took a paper clip and cut it in half. And then I pierced it in 2 different places and then twisted it up. Because when you twisted it up, it puts torque or tension on it, and it makes a seal down here on the cheeks. Because one time when I was in the bathtub, I went to scratch my eye, and it was totally dark, and like there was no lights on at all, but just a little bit of photons that came in under there. It was like getting kicked in the face by a mule or something. I mean, it was like really bad, painful. And then I used self-adhesive sports gauze to wrap around my head too. This is how people were to me. Black mouths in black space. I use these military wax earplugs, and I put them in my ears. Then I put Vaseline in my ear, and then I put cotton ball in my ear. Then I put duct tape over my ears, like this. Is it that one? I put duct tape over my ear, and then I put these sound isolation headphones on over everything. I had this funnel. My girlfriend made this incredible strap for me because I thought if I could control, I was still going to hear sound no matter what. You can't make yourself deaf no matter how hard you try. On the 28th day, the morning of day 28, I woke up. I had a dream that I was at the bottom of the ocean, and Poseidon was down at the bottom of the ocean with me, and he reached down on the coral and picked up my funnel and like handed it to me or something, but it was like all old. It had been at the bottom of the ocean for a long time. It was just covered in coral. And then when I woke up, I like looked at this and I was like, holy shit. Well, my saliva had gotten in between the copper and this rubber guard. And then I thought maybe I'm giving myself copper poisoning. Maybe this is why I've been hallucinating for 10 days straight. Thermoreception is your body's ability to sense temperature, like sense cool, cool receptors and warm receptors, and then like heat, it's almost like pain or something. It can be, if you get too cold or too hot, it's like nociception, like pain. Challenge yourself. This is what I try to do with like the different sensory experiments and stuff, is challenge myself so that I can see and increase my potential here.